I hope you guys are well. We have a little bit of problem earlier, but I hope everything is good now. Yes, so sorry about that. Technical difficulties. And good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are joining the show from. And tonight I have another special guest. I hope everything is going to work out on his side. So he will be able to share everything you guys need to know about K&L Group. That's their business. Yeah, is a. Let me, one second, guys. Let me quickly add him on. Hopefully his internet is going to allow us to have this live tonight, because definitely, guys, you know how we do it here. I showcase black owned businesses, the one in the diaspora and the one on the continent. And tonight we have another special guest all the way from Rwanda with us, and his name is Kagenza Rumongi. He is the co-founder of K&L Real Estate Group, and tonight he's going to share with us everything you need to know about K&L Real Estate Group, the services they offer, and of course, he's going to give us also some tips for anyone out there watching right now that would love to visit Rwanda, relocate, or simply invest in real estate. He's going to cover all those things. So kindly give this stream a thumbs up and share as well the live with someone that will find this live valuable. And bonjour, bonsoir, j'espère que vous allez tous bien. Je suis Kai Gabiam et cette semaine, comme vous le savez, on a encore un invité vraiment, vraiment spécial. Il s'appelle Kagenza Rumongi et ils sont, en fait, c'est un couple. Normalement, madame aussi devrait être ici, mais bon, à cause de quelques petits problèmes, elle n'est pas en mesure de nous joindre ce soir, mais nous avons l'opportunité d'avoir Monsieur Rumongi avec nous ce soir. Donc, ils sont dans l'immobilier et ils sont, Kagenza, il est d'origine rwandaise. Ils ont vécu, en fait, la famille aux États-Unis pendant 5 ans et ils sont retournés vivre au Rwanda maintenant. Donc, il est le directeur et cofondateur de K&L Real Estate Group, et ils sont dans l'immobilier. Donc, il partagera leurs services avec nous ce soir. Et vers la fin, je vais résumer les points clés de ce qu'il va partager avec nous. Et comme on le fait souvent ici, et vous le savez très bien, il donnera aussi quelques conseils à ceux d'entre vous qui veulent un jour visiter le Rwanda, aller s'installer au Rwanda ou simplement investir dans l'immobilier. Donc, c'est de ça qu'on parlera ce soir. Si c'est votre première fois, n'oubliez pas de vous abonner si vous voulez voir plus d'interviews, parce que je fais des entretiens avec des entrepreneurs sur cette chaîne et je mets en avant les business black-owned. Donc, c'est ce que je fais ici, et ces entrepreneurs partagent non seulement leurs produits ou services avec nous, mais aussi ils partagent leur parcours avec nous. Donc, ce soir, c'est ce que notre invité, Kagenza Rumongi, il va faire encore, tout en partageant tout ce que vous devrez savoir sur leur société K&L Real Estate. Hello, Kagenza, how are you doing?
Kai, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Very silly.
Okay, that's awesome. So good to have you here tonight. So sorry about there was a little bit of madness earlier due to certain things that necessarily are not in our control here, but we're good to have you here. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing very well, Kai. But I'm doing very well. Thank you.
Great. I'd love you to tell the viewers who you are and a little bit about yourself, because the family used to live in the States. You guys spent 5 years there, I believe, and then you went back to Rwanda.
Correct.
But I'd love you to first introduce yourself to the viewers, please.
Thank you so much, Kai. First of all, I want to say thank you. It's such an honor to be on this channel. Kai, the work you're doing is extremely important. Mainstream media is not portraying the best of Africa, the reality of what Africa looks like. And so channels like yours are doing a fantastic job. And I'm honored to be able to share my story, share the story of my country as well. So my name is Kagenza Sakufi Rumongi. I go by Kagenza or KG, whatever works for you. I'm a 36-year-old entrepreneur, and I do several projects, but the main business I'm here to talk about is K&L stands for Kagenza, my wife, who Lilian unfortunately was not able to join us. And we spent 5 years in America, as you said. We lived in several states, and most recently in New Jersey. And we went for school. We went to look for opportunities. We left as two there. We had our two children. So we have a daughter who's 5 years old, a son who's 2 years old. And most recently, I was working in the diplomatic communication expert there. So moving back to Rwanda was, I can say, what can I call it? It was an adventure. You plan, you have your plan, you set your plans one way, and then the Almighty guides you step by step. So in terms of our planning, we knew we wanted to come home at some point to be part of what is happening in this amazing country. The many ideas began to develop. So real estate began through our friends, many of our friends who lived in the diaspora, and also some who live here, were looking to invest and were asking, hey, when you move back home, these are friends who are living abroad. Please look for us opportunity to invest, especially in real estate. Real estate is one of those. If you have some disposable income, it's one of the good and the safe options for you to put your money in. So eastern part of Rwanda, which is close to where the new airport is being constructed, the new Bugesera International Airport. And in a few months, the plot sold out. And so that was our introduction into real estate. So I think the rest we'll discuss as we proceed.
You proceed. Absolutely. Thanks so much, Kajenza, for joining the show tonight. And one thing about this platform is definitely to be able to help, the diaspora whenever anyone is ready to invest on the continent. It's not necessarily like now, especially those that don't have no connection, to start looking left and right and not knowing who to reach out to. So is the reason why I do this type of live stream, so people can actually meet new people on in like different countries. So whenever they are so ready either to visit or invest in a specific sector or field, for example, they know who to reach out to. So I know you don't run the business by yourself. It's you and your beautiful wife, Lilian. So what the next thing I would love to know now, are you guys running all this by yourself, or do you have employees that actually, help you?
For the real estate, we work by ourselves because
Okay.
right now we're not a huge company, but it's
Right.
what I do most of my days. I do
Okay.
namely marketing and sales. So if you
Right.
want to invest in real estate in Rwanda, you
Mm,
will go through me or my wife Lilian.
right.
But when it comes to long-term projects like construction, we have just started building homes. We have a team of people that we work with. So yeah, I'd love to maybe at some point, Kai, you'll share my contacts. My email is best, to reach me. And colleagues, yeah, friends can reach out. Send me an email. You have questions, I'll be very happy to respond.
Absolutely. I will do that. All the details you guys will need, I will put it later in the comment section and the description box so you can reach out to Kagenza directly. So, Kagenza, would you like to share some of, those properties with us so the viewers can just have a little? I know like your website right now is under construction, let's put it like that. So,
Yes,
once that is sorted out, you guys can definitely have a look on the website as well. But in the meantime, it would be good if we can see some of the pictures.
absolutely. So let me share my screen, and I'm
Okay.
going to share three properties. Two will be plots of land, and one
Okay.
will be a nice concept. It's a kind of
Right.
resort that we operate, and I'll talk more about that. So
Okay.
let me know when my screen is being shared. Okay. All right. So I'm sharing now. Let me know when you can see the
Okay.
document up. Can you see that?
Yeah, I can say
Okay. I think it's
it.
on my side looks like it was loading, but
Right.
yes. So
So
these are plots of land where. Mhm.
if we can say
Go
it
ahead.
on this side, let me just add it on my side. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. It's good
Okay.
now.
Yeah, it can be seen. Super.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, these are plots of land that we are selling in eastern part of Rwanda. It's
Right.
about 20 minutes drive from Kigali city. Now,
Okay.
the interesting thing about these plots of land,
Mm.
they're located on the way to the new international airport, Bugesera International Airport. It's one of Rwanda's major projects right now. It's going to be perhaps the hub for East and Central Africa. So
Okay.
the country is trying to attract air traffic and
Mm.
business to Rwanda. So this is going to be the new airport. And so we have a property that's right by the airport highway,
Okay.
23 residential plots of land. You can see the image here on the right side where my mouse is moving.
Mm.
They range from 390 square meters to 470 square meters. So a good size to build a residential home. Okay. And you can see these ones that are written sold. These are individuals. One individual is based in Paris. He's a Rwandese gentleman.
Okay.
This one up here is an American couple who have
Mm.
retired in Rwanda. So we are about to start construction of their retirement home. So you can
Right.
see they're moving. This is a bit about the airport. As you can see, the
Mm.
plan is to start phase one in December of this year. And you can see this map up here. You see the yellow line, the big
Yep.
gray area here, that's the airport. So we are located about 9 kilometers drive. That's where the
Okay.
plots are. So it's a good area if you're interested in investing to build rentals, or even if it is just to buy land and hold it for some time. That's
Mm.
also something possible. So that's a bit about Bugesera International Airport. This picture down here,
Mm.
this is an example of how it will look like. For
Okay.
those of you who know Rwanda, we do things with excellence. So I can tell you, it's going to be a fantastic airport once it's
Mm.
completed.
Mm-hmm.
So these are photos of the plots. You can see we take good care of them. These are the beams, they're demarcation beams to make
Mm.
sure you have the precise size. You have access roads into the plots. Um, and so we have solar lights we're installing on site. There is water available as well if you're thinking of construction. and the price is
Mm.
also a fair price. That's one of my objectives as somebody who lived abroad. I understand how investing can be quite challenging because you want to find something that's the best value for your money. So that's
Yes.
one of the promises we give as a company. So this is an example of how the land titles look like. We have all the land titles. They're clean titles, ready for purchase. So these are just more details about the plot. So
Okay.
yeah, that's a bit about those plots, Kai. Do you want me to jump into a next one, or you have any
Yes,
questions about this particular one?
I think it will be good if we can go on the result, because anything to do with the plot, for example,
Okay.
people can reach out to you if they
Hmm.
want to know everything about a
Yes.
specific, a place they would like to buy their land or whatever. So you
Hmm.
can go more in details, once they
Yes.
contact you. So
Okay.
it would be great if
No
you can
problem.
share also the picture of the resort and where it's located so people can
Okay.
see where the resort is
Sure.
as well.
Hmm. Yes, absolutely. So I'm just opening one picture quickly.
Okay.
We have a resort, and we came together with some family members. It was
Mm,
just a family plot of land we had out there. It's located in the
right.
southeast of Rwanda, a place called Lake Muhazi. Lake Muhazi,
Okay.
very beautiful location, not too far from the city, and so
Mm,
it's a you know a resort style place. We are calling it a resort. We're calling it a vacation home because we
mm,
can offer either of those packages. If you want to, you know, if you want to look at that, let me share it right now. Say you want to come
okay.
with your family. We have these homes available. So we have two houses. Can you see the photo?
Yeah, let me put it on the screen. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a nice two bedroom house. They're all self-contained
Beautiful.
rooms. A
Okay.
beautiful place sitting on a large garden with a swimming pool. And let me
Mm,
show you, more photos as we discuss. If you
right.
want to come with your family, we're
Mm,
renting this particular house out for $450 a night,
okay.
including breakfast. So
Right.
let me just show you the other pictures. Yeah. Hmm. So let me open the other photos.
Okay.
Yep.
And that one
Yeah.
was
So
two bedroom.
it's a two-bedroom house. Yes, and I want to
Okay.
show you
Okay.
yeah. This is the style of the rooms. Okay, it should be coming up on your side, Kai.
Yes, I got
Yeah,
it.
so this is a huge spacious room with a huge bed. You can have a crib for children,
Mm,
wonderful bathroom, quality fixtures. It's a comfortable place to be. It's like a retreat style place. You want to come out of town and rest with your
mm,
family. That's
mm.
a good place to do that. And I'll show you other parts of the that house. Then we can see. Let me show you the yeah, some of the amenities we have available on site. Um,
Hmm.
there's a photo coming up on your side now.
Yep. And where is it
Yeah,
located? The result.
so this is yeah, it's located in Lake
Beautiful.
Muhazi. It's about an hour 15-minute drive from Kigali City.
Okay.
Very beautiful. This is right by the lake. So we have a swimming pool, we have a jacuzzi, we have a
Hmm.
sauna in here.
Hmm.
Um, we have bicycles, mountain bicycles to rent, and you can ride
Right.
around the facility. We have boats that we're launching actually in a few weeks' time. You can do fishing. We also have some. Let me show you also a bit more what we have. We have a fireplace where you can come and spend time with your loved ones.
Right.
We have huge gardens. You want to do a wedding, destination wedding. That's something that
Mm-hmm.
we are also very much open to catering for you to do. Lake Muhazi is a very up and coming area. There are a few resorts right now.
Okay.
So you have, top quality
Mm.
facilities. I've put up another photo. There you see the
Yeah.
swimming pool from a different angle. Beautiful at night. We have also
Mm-hmm.
two luxury tents. If you want to sleep outside uh,
Oh, wow.
and look at the stars, we have a kind of like a open roof tent. Of course, it's covered, but it's see through, and you can see the
Okay.
stars at night. And I have extended an invitation to Madame Kai to visit. So Kai, when you come, I look forward to doing a video.
So what's
So
the-
we'll give you 2 nights. You can come and bring someone with you, tour
and
the
chill.
property, and yeah, yes, chill and
Thanks so
enjoy
much,
Africa. This is,
Kagenza.
Kai. Let me tell you a quick story. I have
Mm.
many clients who come from the diaspora,
Right.
namely Americans, African Americans who are
Mm.
moving to Rwanda. And when we go
Right.
out there, one of the things they tell me is the quality of the air, the fresh air
Mm.
is
Mm.
so amazing. And, I take it for granted because I live here, but it's,
Mm-hmm.
it's those small things that you don't realize we're so blessed with,
Right.
the quality of the
Yeah.
soil, the lush
Mm-hmm.
gardens, it's so green, the birds, the sounds of nature.
Mm-hmm.
Africa is blessed. So that is
Indeed.
a place that
Indeed. We
you
are
want to
we are
come.
truly, truly blessed. And that is a
Yes,
great
and
place for, weddings. If you want something, very private, I'll definitely recommend this place. But I'm looking forward to be there myself.
super. Kai, if you don't mind, let me show you another part of the property.
Of
Okay,
course.
I'm gonna show you. Yeah, we have a farmhouse, so it sits on about 1 hectare property, and so this is for the nature lovers. If you want to come and
Mm,
live
mm.
um, around the sounds of chicken early in the morning roosting,
Some
you want to
birds.
smell that some birds, amazing beautiful birds. You can see the house.
Uh,
It sits on about 1 hectare. This
mm,
photo I need to update it, but all of this land has now been planted. This was We were switching up the plants. We now have carrots, beetroot, pineapple,
mm,
cabbages,
mm.
garlic, lemons, mangoes. It's an amazing, amazing, um, uh, little property. I'll show you the room. The house itself is also so
Okay.
beautiful. It's also 2 bedroom,
Mm.
and you can fit up to, how many can you fit? Up to 2, 4, 6, maybe even 10 people can fit here nicely. Okay, so let me
Oh,
show
that's
you a
good.
bit more of the farmhouse. Yeah, so
Right.
it's a good. Yeah, let me show you the living room, a bit of the interior. It's
Mm.
just loading. Um, and so all of this is in one property. It's just that the farm sits
Mm.
a bit farther away from the lake, but up atop
Okay.
the hill on the pro. So I've just shared the photo now.
Okay.
And
Guys, I hope you all are
yeah,
enjoying the live. Kindly give this live a thumbs up and share. You can see how beautiful this place is, and I can't wait to be there myself. So, anything to do with real estate, you have the right guy here. So, Kajenza, let me quickly add this on the screen. Yeah.
super. So that's the room at the farm. We wanted to bring comfort and quality to nature.
Mm.
We want you to be comfortable when you rest in the evening. I spend many days there myself. I'll actually be there tomorrow. We have a group of
All right.
30 people, an
Okay.
American gentleman married to a Rwandese, and we'll be there. They're
Mm.
throwing a big party for 3 days, so I'll be there to receive them. But this room is big. I
Mm.
sleep here with my son, who's 2 years old. My daughter can also
Okay.
fit on a mattress just there on the floor,
Mm.
in the living room. Let me show you the living room as well.
Okay,
Um,
please.
okay, I see someone saying they love the chicken. Okay, I can show you photos of chicken if you love the, you know,
And D was like, the houses are beautiful and that resort is gorgeous. Loving the sound of the
awesome.
soda. Africa is the place to be for sure. For sure.
Yeah. Yep. So, we want to show you what we can do in Africa. You have,
Mm-hmm.
we have such a beautiful facility. So why not, make the best use of it? So have you put
Yeah.
up the other photo?
Yeah, it's here. Okay.
Okay.
So that's the
Yeah.
living
So
room.
that right there is the living room. So you see the little
Okay.
door
Mm.
on the left goes to one room, the other door on the right goes
Okay.
to another room. Then you have
Okay.
this common area with an
Mm.
open kitchen. All amenities, all the fixtures are available.
Right.
And comfort is very, very key for us, so that you can, enjoy while you feel comfortable, of course. Let me show you a bit of the farm now. Now, on the farm, we
Mm.
realize, Kai, and this is very interesting. My kids, they're still younger, but
Right.
my daughter, she was born in
Mm.
America. When we moved back here, just being able
Yeah.
to see cows in the nature, to see chicken, it's a big, big
What was
experience for
the
for the for the
reactions
little
like the
ones.
very first time, Kagenza?
Exactly. Oh, they were so amazed. My daughter was only learning about them in books. So this is the
Okay.
sheep we have on the farm, and that's what it's all about. Like nature
Mm-hmm.
for the little kids, it's a huge learning experience for them. I mean, they get to like a sensory overload. The smells, the sounds, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You learn so much through nature. So we have
Absolutely.
what we call a petting farm. So we take the kids to the farm. We
Mm.
teach the kids about the chicken and the cows. How do they live? How do they, survive? How do they?
Mm.
We have some rabbits as well. We have
Right.
bees, a
Mm.
modern bee facility. We're now starting to package honey. So
Okay.
my dream is to see my kids, start to learn to work with nature when they're still young. So I
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
regularly, as much as possible, take them out there, and I've put up another photo for the guests to see. So the point I'm driving home is it's a family place. You want to
Mm-hmm.
come with your little ones. They have so much to do. And
Close to
by the
nature.
way, we close to nature. We have television, but we encourage you, switch off the
Mm.
TVs and take the kids
Yeah.
outside to learn
Enjoy,
from nature. Yes,
enjoy
yes. So when
the
I'm there,
nature.
right, when I'm there, children do not watch TV. This is enough. Nature is enough, and they come back
Mm.
to the city feeling really, really rejuvenated. So that's Muhazi. Yeah, I
Beautiful.
have more information once we connect with the clients, and yeah.
Mhm. So, would you mind
Mhm.
sharing like the price range with us when it comes to the lands?
Okay, sure. So for land here in Rwanda, we use what we call square meters. I don't know in the UK what your
Mm.
metric is, but so it depends on location. In
Sorry, Katinka.
Bugesera, it's
D
okay.
D was like, I agree, no TV. It's so true. Like when you go really, to those places, it's always good to just live in the moment and enjoy, hear birds singing and, be
Mhm.
really close to nature and enjoy that instead of phones and TV and all that. So it's good,
Mhm.
you put that out there. So sorry,
Mm.
Kajenza, go ahead.
No problem at all. Absolutely. I like this conversation.
Mhm.
Interacting with people is really good. So,
Yeah.
um, what I was saying was you were asking about the pricing. So it depends on the location.
Okay.
In Bugesera, in the eastern part of the country, it's the
Mm.
flattest area in Rwanda. Rwanda is a very hilly country,
Really.
which makes
Mm.
construction quite complicated. But
Right.
eastern Rwanda is the flattest. The plots I showed you in the beginning, they
Mm.
range from 9,000 to 10,000 US dollars
Okay.
for a 400 and about 420 square meter. All right, so like $9,500, you can get a 420 square meter plot. That's a
Okay.
good size to put up a residential property, a residential home. In Muhazi, here the lake where we've been talking about,
Mm.
plots are even uh, they can even be cheaper. We have like I know one currently being sold for $5,000. You
Okay.
can get something about 1,200 square meters.
Mm.
1,200 square meters. Yeah. So it's a good price by the lake. It's prime,
Wow.
you know. So that's a rough estimate, Kai. The best thing would be to connect with people, and if you
Yeah.
have particular areas of the country, Kigali city is the
Mm.
most expensive because it's the capital,
Yes.
and it's a beautiful city, well planned.
Mm.
The only thing I would say is, of course, living in the city would be very
Mm.
congested, So I
True.
encourage people who are trying to move to Africa and say, why don't you look for a place just
Okay. Outside.
outside the city?
Mm-hmm.
You have more space at a better price.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'll show you. Let me just show you a place we have in an area called Masaka. Masaka is
Okay.
just like what 10-minute drive outside of Kigali. It's pretty much it's
Wow.
considered Kigali. We have let me check my notes. We have 43 plots available. Okay,
Okay.
and these are large. I've just sent you a photo, Kai. If you can maybe put it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are located in Masaka. Masaka is
Okay.
just 10 minutes drive from Kigali city. So we have 43 plots.
Mm.
They're
Mm.
like 600 square meters to 700 square meter. They're
Mm.
going for around 20,000 US dollars.
Mm.
Beautiful hill, located on a hill with a good road. Uh, Beautiful
Wow.
master plan that we're putting together for the area. So you can
Mm.
see because it's closer to Kigali, it's more expensive. So these are,
Right.
20,000 US dollars. Yeah, but
Okay.
they're close to all amenities and
Mm.
um, so yeah. I see somebody asking, do they have beaches
Me
in
too.
Rwanda? Well, we do.
There is
Mhm.
there is I think a question
We
here
do have.
for
Yeah.
yeah, Kajenza, go ahead. Finish with that one first, with the beach first.
We do have a beach. We do have a beach in
Mm.
Rwanda, in the western part of the country, a place called Rubavu. It's about, I
Okay.
think, 3 hour drive, 4 hour drive. It's a beautiful area as well. So yes, we do have beautiful. Let me tell you something. Rwanda, they call it. There's a saying in our culture that God spends the day around the world but comes to sleep in Rwanda. And the saying came from the fact that the beauty of the country is just so majestic. So I want to encourage people out there, visit Rwanda. It's not it's not expensive. To get a return flight, you can get it as low as $1,200. Accommodation is quite affordable here. You have Airbnbs as low as $30 a night, depending on what your preferences are. So, it's fair. So yes, someone is saying Rwandan land prices. Oh, let me wait for
Mm.
Kai to come
Yes,
back.
I'm
Yeah,
here. I'm here now. That's from DC. Will your guests encourage the Black diaspora to do business in Rwanda? If so, what will you recommend and what are the advantages? Okay.
absolutely, absolutely, Kai. D, let me tell you something. I told you I lived in America for 5 years, and I have now many clients, African Americans to be specific, who are moving to Rwanda, um, because the quality of life is unmatched. I think generally in Africa, but what makes Rwanda unique is because of the Rwanda is a country that works. Our systems work. Corruption is very minimal. I've heard of stories of people in other countries. They move back from the West. You buy a plot of land, and you realize that somebody sold you a land that was not theirs. Then you go to court, and it's just an ugly process. So Rwanda is what makes it unique, and what makes it one of the advantages is the systems work. The systems work, and it's not. The pace of life is not hectic, nowhere close to the life in the West. So you can come here and set up whatever business you're thinking about, because the economy is growing so fast. We have a growing middle class that is really, really expanding. Off the top of my head, some ideas for business. I have a friend who's thinking of coming to put a Caribbean restaurant in Rwanda. We don't have any. I miss if there are any Jamaicans tuning in, I miss my jerk chicken and oxtail. That would be a huge success here. Absolutely. Okay. I know someone who's looking into making like a spa, a wellness center, to have nice massage, diet plans for people. I have a friend who's here. He lived in New York for over 20 years. He has a juice bar. He does smoothies. He does this type of thing, and it's business is good now that COVID has subsided. Business is growing. Manufacturing, it's a huge opportunity here. Manufacturing, even light manufacturing. It could even just be packaging honey, packaging. Our packaging, the quality of packaging still needs a lot of development. So if you have a good product, you want to package fresh juice, you want to package jams, butter, honey, is also a good opportunity. Agribusiness is a
Wow.
huge segment. I'll end with that one.
No,
Doing
that's
chili.
good. That's good. You are
Mhm.
dropping lots of gems tonight. Like, guys, this is what we need, because
Super.
you can't just be thinking, oh, I
Mhm.
really have the capital, I really want to invest, and you don't know what are the
Mhm.
needs of the people. So in this case, it's
Right.
Rwanda, and Kagenza is just dropping so many great ideas for you guys. So I really, really like that. Make sure, guys, you share this live with other people as well, so they
Mhm.
can learn. If they are planning to visit, or this case, invest in Rwanda, this would
Mhm.
definitely going to give them so many great ideas. Yes, go
Mhm.
ahead, Kajenza.
Yeah, so yeah, I was saying agribusiness. If you're into agriculture, one
Mm,
of the models I'm seeing is very popular now. People move from the diaspora. You buy a piece of land not too far from the capital city. You put up a house. You can even buy an older house and renovate it. Buying a house, I would say, outside of the country, outside of the capital city, anything with like even $30,000, I would say, can get you a livable place, or $30,000 to $50,000, you can have a nice, decent size place with a nice garden. You can put up, do some small farming there. Begin small. That's a big advice I give people. Start small. Whatever you're thinking of doing, come and start small. But what I will tell you, your money will last longer in Rwanda than it will last abroad. Because I know life. I lived in Michigan, in the Midwest of America. It's one of the, I would say, affordable areas of the country. And we loved it. It was a good family oriented place. But still, you cannot compare. We lived in a tiny house. I think we were paying, I think, $1,200 to $1,500 per month for rent in a very basic place. When I moved to New Jersey, we were paying $2,700 for a tiny house, 2 bedroom, tiny. I mean, I would get depressed in that space. You know the housing, how it is in the West.
Oh,
Now, with
yes.
that type of money, when you come here with
That's a lot.
$2,000, no, 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 let me even say $1,000 for
Mm,
rent in Rwanda, in Kigali city, you get
mm.
a huge house with a garden. It's unbelievable. So a common thing I hear from people is that your money will stretch longer here because life is cheaper. Food is organic. You go to the market anywhere around here. Rwanda is so fertile. We have avocado trees in
Mm,
all our backyards, you
mm.
know. So it's one of those things that I can only tell you so much, but until you visit, until
That's
you
it.
come to the ground and
Hmm.
just see for yourself, it will cost you something. Of course, you'll need to invest. You can't it until you make that decision to say, let me go visit like one
Yeah.
month, 2 months. It's unbelievable. The quality of
And
life is
and you can
unbelievable.
even start with 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Go
Exactly.
meet people, make sure like you start connecting with the locals. Try to understand what is working, what is not working, what you're supposed to do.
Mm,
And then that will lead to my next question, actually, Kagenza. For
mm.
non-citizen to buy lands or properties in Rwanda, what are the requirements? And I have few questions in the chat as well that I will be putting on the screen after this.
Okay, so the most important things to know,
Hmm.
there is a new land regulation that
Okay.
allows a non-Rwandan to own only one residential property. And the
Okay.
reason for this is because many foreigners, certain nationalities, I won't mention them, would
Hmm.
come and buy huge tracts of property and not
Mhm.
develop them. So the country
Okay.
is trying to encourage people
Hmm.
to invest.
Yeah.
Land is the only is the what can I call it? It's our God-given asset. So
Hmm.
we have to add value to it. So, but once you come on the ground, when you register a business,
Hmm.
okay, you
Hmm.
are allowed to invest in as much property as you like. I mean, when
Right.
my company assists people through my partners to register a
Okay.
business, it takes about 24 hours to
Oh,
register a
wow.
business in Rwanda. Everything is done online.
Sharp.
So
That's good.
maximum it will take you 2 days, 3 days max to get your business license. Can you imagine?
Wow.
I've lived in countries
And
in
what is
this
the
region.
cost? If you have that offered, what is the cost to register a business as a
Registering
foreign?
registering a business is absolutely free. It's
Oh,
absolutely free.
oh,
you know
wow.
but if you go through
Hmm.
services of a lawyer or
Hmm.
somebody to facilitate you, the costs range from $500 to upwards of $5,000, depending on what type of business. So
Okay.
I have partners I work with. I'll give you a real life example. I have friends of mine from the US. They're a retired
Hmm.
couple,
Hmm.
African Americans who moved here, and
Hmm.
they're setting up a business, like an
Hmm.
Airbnb based business by one of the lakes here in Rwanda, and it's
Hmm.
costing them about 1,000, maybe $500 to a business consultant to write for
Hmm.
them a business plan, set up their tax systems, and then
Okay.
on top of that, it costs $500 to get an investor certificate. That's something that everybody would have to pay for. It's a
Okay.
$500 for investor certificate. That means you have a project that's going to be deemed as an investment, like a
Okay.
foreign investment type of thing, and you have
Mm.
incentives for that. So it's very affordable. I mean, everything is online. If you are somebody who is shrewd, come to the ground, connect with few people here and there, you can do a lot of these things by yourself. you know
Hmm. And I would say, Kagenza, you are, one of the right, person, I would say, and encourage people that really are looking forward or thinking about investing in Rwanda or relocating. This is just the right man for you, right here, because he used to live in the States. He knows our
Mm.
struggles, as diasporans,
Right.
so
Hmm.
he can guide you properly. And that's what I stand for on this platform, because it's just so hurtful hearing some horrible stories, like
Mm.
people think, okay, because he's from the US or the UK, I can just take advantage of them because they don't know their left from their right. So it's just to, try
Mm.
the best, my very best, to have the right people on the platform that can actually share information that will help, the transition easier for anyone that will be planning, in the near future to go to whatever countries, in Africa. So all the people listening right now, you don't know the plans of the next person, so don't keep this information only for yourself. Make sure you share the live as well. Let's see. uh this say, okay, that's for the businesses, so different
Hmm.
businesses ideas right there.
Hmm.
And what is the next question? Let me quickly put down the screen. Yeah. Does your guest have any regret moving back home? Controlling corruption is appealing because this is the diaspora worst nightmare. We work too hard for our money for someone to for one for one night us. Yeah, I think Kajenza kind of touch on that a little bit, but if you have anything else to add, yeah, feel free.
Yeah. I'd say this, Kai. It depends on somebody's background. My academic or professional field is in
Mm,
international relations.
mm,
So I was a diplomat, and I would not call it a regret, but more of I'd say a sacrifice, because I was working at the United Nations. I was working for
mm.
my government, but based at the United Nations. And
Right.
from a career perspective, if I
Mm,
stayed in America, of
mm,
course, I'd grow my career, but because of other priorities, we decided as a family to move back, because
mm,
my goals is not just career, it's also wanting to build a strong family
mm.
that is going to also build generational wealth.
Yes, I
So
love
I
that.
would say, depending on where you're coming from, sometimes you may need to maybe jump out of your career briefly to pursue other
Mhm,
priorities. It could be, you're not seeing how you're going to build wealth in the West. And
mhm,
so you might say, let me come and try something out and see, and it could work. So there's a sacrifice involved, definitely, but
mm,
I would not use the word regret. Regret,
mm,
not really, no. But yes,
mm,
sacrifice, absolutely. There are sacrifices.
mm. Thank you, Kajenza. And Dee's agreeing with what you said earlier, because that's another problem we are facing in Africa, where people, foreigners will come and, just pay something little, and they will have access of, thousands of acres for nothing,
Exactly.
basically. So
Exactly.
it's down to, other people and other, government officials to follow these same rules, because we have to think about the next generation. It's not about
Absolutely.
what I can get right now, that $5,000 or 20,000 or $100,000 you can get now. What happened to your children? So we always
Exactly.
have to look at things, that way. It's
Mm-hmm.
because it's not only about us and what we can get now, but it's all
Mm-hmm.
about the next generation.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks, Mr. Kagame, for putting that law right there. I love
Absolutely.
it. I love it. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I love it. So this is I'm juggling between Rwanda and Malawi. Of course, I'll visit both countries. Yes, it's something I always encourage my viewers to do. Like, you don't just because someone say, "Oh, I'm having a great time in this country," and then you just pack your belongings, book that flight, and just
Yeah.
appear. It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
work like that. So
Yeah.
always visit. Yeah. Do you have anything to
Absolutely.
add on that, Kajenza?
Well, definitely, because of course I'm biased, but as somebody who has traveled around Africa, both,
Mm,
I mean, in every region, the south, the east,
mm,
west, and
yes.
north,
Mm,
um, I would say, Rwanda is what can I call it? There are few countries that are growing rapidly and
mhm.
strategically
Yeah.
as Rwanda is doing.
Mm,
And that means that when you have a country that is serious about its future, that
yeah.
is serious about fighting corruption,
Mm-hmm.
um, that is serious about security, you know, some you might weigh, of course, you may say taxes might be higher in Rwanda
Mm,
than in another country, but the benefits outweigh the the cost, if I may. So
right.
for me, I would say if I was given an option, I'd
Mm,
want to be in East Africa, specifically in Rwanda, because of the
right.
vision of the country. The
Okay.
country is so serious about where it wants to go. So,
Mm.
but yeah,
And
visit
very
both,
clean as well. Very,
very
very
clean.
clean.
Kai, let me
You
build
are
on
well
that.
organized. I love that.
Exactly. I mean, I've met people who tell me, they went to certain countries in West Africa,
Mm-hmm.
good places,
Mm-hmm.
rich history, rich culture,
Yeah.
but, it's not clean. You
Yeah.
walk into the city, you do not feel like this is a place I want to raise my family or
My
even just
family.
for you to live in. When you
Mm-hmm.
come to Rwanda, I'm telling you, just walking in the evening, just Valentine's Day, my wife and I were taking a walk around our
Okay.
neighborhood, and we're always thankful, just so blessed by the
Mm-hmm.
fresh air, the
Mm-hmm.
cleanliness, the security.
Yeah.
In Rwanda,
Yeah.
you can walk at midnight as a woman, you can
Mm.
walk at 5 in the morning, you can
Wow.
go for a jog, you can ride your bike. Nobody will
No one
touch you.
you.
It's a safe
Wow.
place. So that peace of mind, you can't put a price on that, but
Right
it's
on
an
that.
important factor to consider.
True, true. And when you are looking into like where should I move to, especially like when you have families or young children, you always have to weigh all
Hmm.
those things and know that okay, this will be good not only for myself but also for
Hmm.
my children. So that is very, very important, or even as a
Hmm.
single person as well,
Hmm. Yeah.
especially I'll say single women, it's
Right.
always good to check all those things. I won't say like everything will be perfect, but
Mm.
the most important things is your safety,
Correct.
and when it comes to the healthcare system, how are things set up, in that country, and accommodation. So just make sure like you do your homework properly. That's all I always encourage people to do before making any moves. So,
Mm.
Kajenza, I don't know if you have anything to add now before, because we'll be ending the live soon. Guys, if you
Okay.
have any questions, make sure you put that in quickly for Kajenza, because we will be ending the
Sure.
live soon. And thanks everyone for tuning in tonight.
Hmm.
Kindly give this live a thumbs up because so many gems, our brother is dropping tonight for you guys. So like this
Yeah.
stream and share as well.
Yeah, I saw someone asked, somebody mentioned, I think DC talked about thinking of
Mm.
getting into fishery.
Yes.
So I'll give you like a story. I know somebody who he's from South Africa. He
Mm-hmm.
moved here. He bought a plot of land by the lake, and
Okay.
he started, I think, with just a few fish ponds.
Mm.
But it was such a good model that he decided, look, I have all this fish I'm selling. Why not also put up a restaurant? And so now he has a place called the Fish Pub. It's by the
Mm.
lake. It's a restaurant. People go
Mm.
there. Weekends, I go there sometimes and order from him. And you can enjoy. So he lives right by the lake. He does fish farming. He sells some to the market, and he has a restaurant where he can receive guests. So
Mm.
it's definitely a good model. DC, I would say. Fishery is a great idea because you can expand, you can build on that business model.
Awesome, awesome. And we have another dear brother here in the chat, Redmond Music. He said, thanks for all the great information, my brother. Indeed. Thank you so, so much.
Yes, you're
So,
welcome,
Kagenza,
sir. Mm.
what advice would you give to anyone
Yeah.
contemplating, thinking, oh, I would love to go to Rwanda? By the way, when
Okay.
the tour will be coming up very, very soon to Rwanda, so you can also go and enjoy, yourself
Wow.
in that cozy resort. Guys, make sure you email me if you are interested as well. And a quick
Good,
plug
good.
as well for the French lessons as well, guys. If you want to be part of the group or the one-to-one, whichever one work for you, make sure you send me an email or message on Instagram, and I will explain everything to you.
So let me say this, Kai.
Mm,
As a young, family man, I'm 36 years old. We have
mm,
two kids. Our daughter is 5. Our son is 2. We've traveled Africa. We've lived in America. Um, what I'd say is, look, I think in our generation, we need to think of how to build generational wealth. Um, the model of capitalism that the West has built and developed is exploitative. It's a system that uses you and abuses you. You get into the working system, you work for a bunch of years, and then you retire sick. You retire to go and be sick. I don't think that is a quality of life that our Almighty, the Creator, desired for us. And I feel that Africa is, even just living in this environment, even just the fresh air, the food. Let me tell you, when I was in New York, working in New York, I was twice my weight right now. Okay. I had pimples all over the place because of the food and the stress. Walking down, to work, buying a burrito, buying a burger or whatever, I was sick and I didn't even know it. When I came here in a matter of a bunch of months, 8 months, my body had transformed, of course, with exercise and everything. So I'm pretty much trying to say that, some things money can't buy. Of course, do I miss the convenience of America? Absolutely. Do I miss driving into Starbucks and going to the malls and dressing? Of course, I dress well here, but just being on the cutting edge of things, I do miss that. But that is hype, in my view. As a family man, now I'm thinking, where will my son, what base, what foundation am I leaving for my children? And the only way for me to do that is to begin investing right now when I'm still strong. So the West is great. Build that money. Don't leave immediately. Keep one foot in, one foot out. Come try it out a little bit. Give yourself some time. Give yourself 1 year. Why not? Do your research. Come, rent a space. You can co-share a home. You can even do jobs online nowadays, depending on your career field. There are international organizations based here in Rwanda. You can apply for jobs here. You can come for, like Kai said, 2-3 weeks, scout the place. Give yourself a chance. It's a matter of taking that risk. When I left, and I'll end with this, when my wife and I left for America, it was a risk, especially for people of our skin complexion. Leaving Africa, going to the West. Yes, there are some benefits, but we see the headlines, and now we lived through it. So moving back was also a risk because of letting go of a certain career path, or putting pause to education goals or whatever. But in conclusion, I can say moving back home, moving to Rwanda particularly, has been a phenomenal decision. So I wish you guys all the best. May God bless you, guide you in your decisions. Reach out to me. I'll be very happy to connect you with the right information, or to connect you with the right people. Okay, I have a big network here. Young people are doing phenomenal things in this country. So we can't fail to put something together for you. So, yep. Thank you so much.
So much, Kagenza. Guys, I'm sure you find this live valuable. And like I love saying it here, don't keep this for yourself. Make sure you share with others. Very, very important. And let me say one comment here. And your entrepreneur guest, thanks so much. You're very welcome, Dee. You're very, very welcome. So to anyone that is interested to know more about the upcoming tours, email me at the diaspora channel at gmail.com. And that's what we do here. Is all about the community. So Kagenza, what is your community give back?
Come again. What did you say? I didn't get you.
Yeah, so what is your community give back? Now you carry all the skills, you carry your expertise from the States, and now you are in Rwanda. So
Yes.
when it comes to the community right there, I know like you guys, both you and your wife, you're on your way creating jobs as well, because that's what
Ah,
it's all about, you know.
okay. Yeah.
Yes, so
Well,
that's
I'll quickly add on that. One of the areas we are passionate about as a couple is
mm,
to support, to encourage, to equip
mm,
young families to
right.
build strong marriages, to build strong families, to parent well, to do marriage well. We believe that the foundation of our environment, of our community, of our nations is the family. If you look at the West in history, how did our what can I call it? Our exploiters, how did they destroy Africa? It was by destroying the
That's the right
family.
word.
It was by destroying the family, and there's a
Mhm.
huge attack on men, a huge attack on women. So that is our community. I think one of the things we're giving back is to say, let's bring events together. We do marriage conferences, marriage dinners. We're going
Hmm.
through a marriage class now every Wednesday evening with 3-4 other couples. I think no, 4 other couples. And so yeah, I also have a mentorship ministry for young
Okay.
men
Beautiful.
who are dealing with substance abuse. It's
That's
called
nice.
Reset, and I
Hmm.
try to empower young people to do life well and to be
Hmm.
successful. So yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. Awesome, awesome. It'll take you and I to see the change we want to see in our community. So we have our part to play. We can't rely on our government to solve all our problems. So thanks to you and your wife for what you are doing over there in Rwanda. Truly, truly appreciate your work right there. So where can people find you, Kajenza?
Our website is should be coming up this week. It's K&L
Okay.
That's K&L realestate.com. One word, K&L realestate.com. You'll have
Okay.
all information there. properties, land, even insights. Insights, I'll be publishing articles, tips, how to buy land in Rwanda, how to register a business in Rwanda, and all of that. But you can also reach me on email. My email is kagenzar@gmail.com. That's KAGENZAR@gmail.com. You can also catch me on WhatsApp, plus 250 781 595 782. And I think Kai is going to put up that information on the
in the comment
video.
section.
Yeah.
In the comment section. Thanks so much. I'm going to quickly summarize for our brothers and sisters, the francophone ones, quickly.
Sure.
So,
Yes.
juste pour résumer les points clés de cet entretien K&L, comme je l'ai dit, ils sont dans l'immobilier. Donc, Kagenza a donné quelques conseils dans pour ceux d'entre vous qui aimeraient vous lancer dans l'entrepreneuriat. Par exemple, au Rwanda, il a donné tellement d'idées, tellement de conseils pour ceux d'entre vous qui veulent aller au Rwanda et puis commencer un business. Il a dit pour même enregistrer votre business en 24 heures ou 48 heures maximum, ce sera réglé. Donc, c'est très bien et vous n'aurez même pas, vous n'avez pas besoin de payer même pour enregistrer votre business. Et ceux aussi qui veulent acheter les terrains ou les maisons, par exemple, ils seront en mesure de vous aider avec ça aussi, bien sûr. Donc, en gros, Kagenza et sa femme, ils sont les fondateurs de K&L Real Estate. Donc, c'est ce qu'ils font. Et j'aurai aussi l'occasion de m'entretenir très bientôt avec sa femme. Et elle nous parlera aussi spécifiquement de ce qu'elle fait aussi au Rwanda. Donc, c'est de ça qu'on a besoin, des frères et sœurs qui sont sur le continent et qui font ce qu'ils peuvent faire après avoir quitté la diaspora. Ils aident non seulement pas pour donner l'argent aux gens, mais ils créent de l'emploi. Et c'est comme ça on va arriver à changer des choses graduellement. Donc, où que vous soyez, si vous êtes entrepreneur et vous voulez aussi me joindre ici pour partager vos produits ou services avec nous, envoyez-moi un mail sur the diaspora channel@gmail.com. Et si vous voulez aussi être en contact avec Kagenza, je vais mettre tous les détails dans la boîte, dans la barre de description. Comme ça, vous pouvez aller sur leur site qui sera en marche d'après Kagenza l'autre semaine parce qu'ils font des travaux, en fait, sur leur site. Donc, merci, grand merci à vous tous. Si c'est votre première fois, n'oubliez surtout pas de vous abonner, activer la cloche afin de ne pas rater mes lives prochains. À très, très, très bientôt. So, Kagenza, any last word before we say goodbye to the lovely, lovely people in the chat? But you are not leaving. They will be leaving soon.
Okay.
So we can round up. Yeah.
Yeah, my last thing is just to encourage everyone that let's collaborate. Reach out to me. It may not even be within the realm of real estate. I'll be very happy to connect you where you need. So thanks again, Kai. You're doing great work. We're supporting you. More strength.
Thanks so much. And thanks everyone for joining us tonight. Please, please, please subscribe and share this live with family and friends. And I will see you guys very soon next week, hopefully with another special guest. Good night and take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.